finally. Now it says I'm live. Whether or not it's true is a mystery. No, it says I'm live. Said that before. It was a lie. Oh, sorry for that. Is it? Oh, yes. Okay, somebody wrote me. Thank you. Yes, thank you for the feedback. I'm so sorry. Ah, YouTube changed its appearance and back management nonsense again. Well, everybody that I told the stream was live is probably thinking, oh, it didn't work, so there's no live stream today. But there is. There is. There freaking is. Sorry about that. As if I didn't dislike YouTube enough. I think I'm just gonna do Discord live streams and just don't bother with YouTube anymore. It's too much of a hassle and annoyance. It's so much easier on Discord. You just click share screen and that's it. Yeah, I think page 156 is gonna be like the last live stream I ever bothered doing on YouTube. And after that, I'm just gonna do Discord live streams. And only put some videos on YouTube and that's it. Oh, hi, Steven. Welcome. Hope the sound and video are okay. YouTube's been lying to me about what's going on. Yeah, okay. Glad to hear that. Where was it? There we go. Color for the hat. I have to find the color palette as well in Clip Studio Paint. I was actually looking for it today because I forgot to check after I watched your stream. So now that you've learned, do you think you can tell me? Because I thought it was gonna be in window here at palette dock. And display tool as tab. And I don't know where it's appeared. Well, the palette swashes have to be somewhere. Oh, there they are. Way down here. I got used to them in Photoshop being up here. And I can add color. because I keep using it. And now I have the mouth color. So much easier. I don't have to scroll the pages so much. So yeah, finally got the stream up and running after some problems. Sorry about that. I think page 156, the last one from the book, is gonna be the last live stream I ever do on YouTube because it's always so much of a problem. Oh yeah, new set. I should. So I don't see the other old ones that I don't need. Import set. Where's the new button? Edit colors. Add, no. Add new settings, not new set. I don't know how to add a new one. Not sure. Also, the fonts in Clip Studio Paint by default are very small. Import color set is the new one? No. Yeah, no. I'll figure it out. Once I end the live stream, I'll Google it. If I don't forget again. Like whenever I find out something new on a live stream, I'm like, oh, after I watch the live stream, I'm gonna look for it for myself, and then I forget to do that. I should have looked during your live stream and Google it, because otherwise I'm just gonna forget. My brain's like, yep. I decide what's important for you. You don't get to tell me what I have to remember. I don't tell you how to do your job. You don't tell me what to remember. So yeah, 4 long years and 156 pages. I have to admit I'm rather proud of myself. I'm not sure how long the lag is for you guys. To which of the nonsense I'm saying are you guys reacting to? It doesn't seem to me like there's as much lag on Discord. Could be wrong. So far on all the platforms that I've streamed, what was it? Picarto, Twitch. It definitely took way longer when I was also using Restream, but yeah, there seems to be, like Eros said, a lag of a minute. So I'm sorry if I'm responding with a lot of delay. Uh-huh. The delay is less on Twitch, I think. Like I remember, I talked to you on Twitch, and you were responding fairly quickly. So I think I'm gonna do like you and just stream on Twitch so that I can have some music, not just my terrible voice, or on Discord. I don't know, which do you think is best in your experience? Because I haven't streamed for like half a year, and I saw that a lot has changed, so I don't know what the current capabilities are of each platform. Because I don't think I'm building an audience with the live streams, like usually. I don't think that's why people come on YouTube anyway. They come for like 10-minute videos. I've set it on low latency since my internet so it's just a few seconds. I left it on default because I wasn't sure I had internet problems today. I don't know what's going on. So I thought, you know, to be safe, I'm just gonna leave it on the default settings, whatever they are. Because I should have good internet normally. My country has some of the best internet in the world. Hi, David. Oh, thank you, David. Yeah, I've actually been thinking of doing that, but I didn't know where I should do it. Should I do it on YouTube or Twitch? I haven't done any Let's Play videos in a long time. I used to do like 20-minute episodes. I think I did 20 episodes and then I kind of stopped. But I'm into it. Also played a bit of Conan Exiles and Sims 4 to kind of relax. Had a stressful year. I don't think I'll ever stream any Conan Exiles. It's really not for kids. But Sims should be okay, and like Stardew Valley. On Stardew Valley I had a lot of mods, but I'll have to fix those if I wanna play any of it again. Or I could play vanilla, the new Four Corners map. Like I don't think uh I've played that publicly on YouTube. I played with some of the people in my Discord server. I guess I could invite some people over on my farm in Stardew Valley. It's actually not a bad idea. I wonder who would still play Stardew Valley from the people that I've played with. Because that's an issue. People play Stardew Valley for a week, like obsessively, and then they burn out and take a long break. So I have to see. Why is the message keep being retracted, David? Okay, universe. Hi. How are you? Long time no chat, gossip and stuff. How have you been? Can you hear me okay? There's apparently a lot of lag, so I'm like not sure. I have to patiently wait for you guys to reply to anything. Like someone says hi, I say hi back to them and then like wait and wait and wait to say a reply. Been busy with school, I haven't had much time to watch stream or do anything. Oh, you're still in school, I forgot, I'm sorry. I don't know why I thought you were older. It would be great if you played Four Corners map. Sorry for deleting my phone screen isn't the best. I hate touch screens. I hate touch screens so much. I can feel your pain. Like my grandmother would struggle with phones that had buttons on the phone. And I feel like when I'm gonna be old and when my fingers are dry, I can't use the phone at all. Like I have to go wet my fingers and then I can use my goddamn phone. I'm in college. So that's what you mean by school. Keeps me busy, to be honest. All delays are brutal. Yeah, I remembered you were employed, and I was thinking, wait, are you in school? But that sucks to be employed and to be in college. Like I was at university, my master's, and employed full time. I just did not have a life. It was school, work, um, and that was it. I don't think I even had a cat back then. I got it kind of afterwards. I'm trying to remember. But the poor thing was kind of alone most of the day. I can't remember how the rest of the cat was. I have to open a character sheet. This is why, kids, it's important to have a character sheet for your characters when making a comic book, because you might forget how the pants were. Work, school, sleep, that's barely enough time to cook either. Yeah, I was so skinny. I think again since going to school. No, I lost weight. Like I didn't have much weight to begin with, but when I lived by myself, I had to cook for myself and there just wasn't time for that, and I was so stressed out I didn't even eat much. And now I'm fat because oh, hi, Anna, how are you? Glad to have you. So I wanted to remind you guys about the Quick Draw collab that's gonna be in 2 or 3 weeks. Um, what else I had to tell you? Oh yeah, this book, Niels Feynman's Time Traveling Adventures ends, and after that we're going to have the Quick Draw collab. And if you want to send us any fan art to be featured in the end of the comic book, send us. the fan art until then, so I can post it with the rest. She had a color somewhere. Where is it? You know what? I think it is in here, but it's gonna be a JPEG. No, because it's just a hologram. I need to find the original to get the exact colors, so it is consistent. The comic, I mean. There we go, page 93. She has a cute pink nose. My cat has a black nose with pink. So there's like black on the edges and pink in the middle. I don't think I've ever asked, do you have a tablet or do you color with the mouse? I guess you could just use the paint bucket. Yeah, so I do have a pen tablet. I have a Wacom Intuos Pro medium size. I think I can show you. Wacom Pro Intuos medium size. Let's see if we can have some hands. Yeah, so it's kind of this size. There are plenty of reviews online. Yeah, this is kind of. I think that is the smaller one. Oh, I think it is. Yeah, it is the medium size. This person has bigger hands than me. I had a big Wacom before because I didn't realize how it works with pen tablets. I was like the only one that kind of had any idea. So when I ordered it, I ordered the big size and it was too big. So I would definitely recommend you don't go any bigger than the medium size, but that's just me. Maybe you have a different workflow. My sister has a Huion small size and it's good enough for her. It's not good enough for me. It's too small, and also Huion doesn't have enough pressure sensitivity for certain things. Like I've tried her tablet to kind of compare things. And this should have been gold. So, yep, I'm gonna close this one and open the final one to get the colors. No, I left it gray. I'm so stupid. It was supposed to be gold. I'm gonna have to correct this page when I finish. There's so many things I need to correct. Hi, June. How are you? Sorry for the first bad start of the live stream. Like, I don't know what YouTube was doing. It also changed, like in the back, how the buttons are and how you can go live. And it said it was live, but it stopped. I don't know. So many old friends coming by. What day is it today? It's Saturday and it's 10 o'clock almost for my country, so I guess this is a good time to schedule a stream Saturday night. What was it? Saturday night? We in the fight something club dancing. Don't believe me, just watch. Now I gotta color all of that detail in the background. Rip. Rest in peace. We're all at home. Yeah. I was just looking. Today was such a beautiful day outside. And of course, people, even though it's still a lockdown, were outside with all their kids because they probably have magic immunity to the virus. I don't. I've had pneumonia. I'm gonna sit inside and cry my eyes out that I can't go outside. Essential worker, yeah. Oh. Was it that song like it's bad luck to be you? It's bad luck to be you. Del, thank you for your service. I am glad I can still buy food thanks to essential workers. Since I'm an instructor teaching kids stuff, I am not an essential worker. And I am unemployed, and I should have been given some benefits from the government, but I don't think I'm gonna see anything. Even though I paid taxes. Well, my father still works since cows do milk and he does cheese. Thank you for the food that your dad makes. I'm at home, unemployed. Luckily, my husband still gets paid. Otherwise, we would have starved to death a long time ago. I mean, I would have starved to death. You're waiting to go to work. Well, the thing is with the classes that the regular teachers have gone bananas and have given the kids so much homework that they don't have time for any extra classes like music and Japanese and comics and all the other stuff that were being taught at my school. My school also did a lot of dancing classes, so the dance teachers definitely not doing anything because a lot of the kids were small, so they can't really work the computer. And the kids that were old enough, they told me, teacher, we still want to do the class, but we have so much homework that we just can't. Maybe in August we can resume the lessons. And also the classes were paid because it was after school, and now since parents are like a lot of people are financially affected by this, I suspect that a lot of the parents don't even have the money for the extra classes anymore, so it's that as well. My colleagues are becoming home teachers doing homework. Yeah, I don't know even how that would be with the taxes, like, because you can't do that in Romania. You have to start a new company if my current company employer isn't giving me classes anymore, and if I were to start them myself, I'll have to open my own company. And then, assuming I could find any students in this time, like I said, extra hobbies are just not on the cards anymore because people have been financially hit. So let's say by a miracle they still have money for Japanese and comics and whatever classes I've been teaching. I would have to start my own company, and then I'll have to do the paperwork, which of course I have to present in person, so I have to go out of the house uh, and get exposed and have to go all the way to the main city, which is like a red zone at the moment because we had Easter and there's a second wave, so it's just a whole lot of nope, 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 nope. In another week, the lockdown is gonna be lifted, but the classes would resume in October anyway, I think. That is if parents have any money left for hobbies after this adventure. Because I'm not teaching math or physics or stuff for the exams. You have a website, right? You should make like independent courses or something, like a work package, so people can buy them so you got some revenue. Like I said, it's a hobby and nobody's spending money on that. My Tapastic revenue dried up because a lot of the sponsors stopped paying. I haven't had any sales in my Society 6 shops. When I was in school, they would tell us, "Oh, get a stable job like an accountant or whatever." And like nowadays, you have programs for that. Now, a stable job that you still get paid even in a pandemic is a cashier or a McDonald's worker. So all of the people scoffing at McDonald's employment, some of them are unemployed at the moment. Lawyers also, like who's suing anybody at this moment anyway? So like a lot of lawyers are unemployed as well. Okay, fair was a suggestion. Yeah, unfortunately, it's. I wish it was like you'd say, but. So now all of those teachers that like used to laugh at students or like give you life advice, like become a lawyer or an accountant, like they have to change their tunes and tell you to be a McDonald's employee. Because I saw it was opened in my country anyway all the time because it was somehow allowed to. I'm not sure. Guess people needed to eat. And it's fairly clean compared to other places. I don't know. Or maybe they just paid some money. But all the supermarkets remained open throughout, which I'm glad because I needed to buy food. For me and my cat to keep getting fat because we're not making any exercise. I heard it goes to cats as well, so I didn't let my cat out anymore. But you know, all's well that ends well. The company I work for does cargo shipment, which is what makes a lot of dollars for my company to begin with, so that's the only reason I'm safe. Well, actually, not too long ago, half of my department got. Oh, so still scary times for me, I guess. So much stress to be an adult. So sorry for you. Like, I've been in places that layoffs were common as well. Like, something didn't go well for the company. Oh well, we'll just lay off people, doesn't matter. They'll find another job. I think actually like the safest employment is a post office worker. If it's government owned though. If it's not been privatized. Then they're not concerned with efficiency. I've met some of the slowest people working at the post office. Like, remember when there was like in Zootopia, the sloth working at the DMV? Like that. Because my parents had to send a lot of stuff, and I would go and send a lot of envelopes to the post office and all the other paperwork they needed to do. And one time when I went to the post office, there was this like enormous dude. Like, if you see in prisoner films in US where they have like gangsters with a bunch of tattoos, so like the guy had to be 2 meters tall at least and over 100 kilograms, and he was just covered in really cool colorful tattoos, and he had some piercings and things like that. And this was a guy working at the post office, and he was really fast and really good worker. No, you don't need the tail because he like put it in his pants. Um, no, no, no. When I drew the illustration, he was like putting his tail in his pants, but you drew him just holding his hands. So I think I'll have to like go back and change that so it's more clear. Change it back to my original idea. Yeah, yeah. And here in the background, I think I need to draw a line because you kind of have the gravel path here. Yeah, so this is fake Niels. I drew that line exactly where they are. Yeah, move them more to on the gravel path. But it doesn't really make sense. I have to like move the whole thing lower down. I don't know. I'll draw some grass later. Because it's too straight and crisp, it's like suspiciously straight for a gravel path. I can't wait to learn 3D modeling so I can do like better entrances and have the model set out, because the pictures from the Google Maps are really bad. And it's kind of hard to tell, especially on architectural elements like these. They're just super duper detailed. It's just hard to grasp what's going on. And also we won't have to draw the same door over and over. Just export the line art from Blender. But it's just a lot of stuff I have to learn. So I think I might take a longer hiatus for book 2, because it's just too much I have to do. And since the money dried out anyway, I think it's gonna be a long pause. It's just kind of unfortunate. I'm always sad when a comic that I like stops, so and with no like end date. Because I just can't tell when I'll be able to make book 2. I thought it was gonna take like a 3-month pause, but I'm starting to think it's gonna be longer. I really wish Black Brick Road would resume the comic, and Gamer Cat, she burnt out, and I don't think we're gonna get any more Gamer Cat stuff. And I'm sad. I really liked Gamer Cat. Even when she made fun of Stardew Valley. She called it grindy. Which, I mean, to be honest, it's true, but I'm like, still, come on, it's fun. Grind. I love my Stardew Valley. Was it blue? I think it was blue because it's nighttime. Also, Avatar: The Last Airbender. I wish they would continue the series and do a prequel with Avatar Kyoshi. I think that would be so cool. But alas, that won't happen. Which is very sad. I think it's one of the best cartoons that ever came out of the US, in my opinion. And I so would have wanted to see like more of any Avatar, really. Of course, Aang is in the top 5 favorite. Okay, what did I... So yeah, reminder that QuickDrawCollab is in 2 weeks. Also, the book one ends for Niels Feynman's time traveling adventures. Send us your fan art until then. It is mermaid, so if you want to be part of the collage at the end of the month, send us your illustrations with mermaids. What else did I have to tell you guys? Yeah, I'm gonna stream next week the last page, how I color. So that's gonna be 156, and I'm not sure exactly on which day I'm gonna stream it. June has started working on the line art, so it's probably gonna be a Friday or a Saturday because I post on Sunday, so I usually try and get it before then. I haven't missed or posted late, I don't think ever in 4 years, and I'm kind of impressed with myself now that I think of it. I've also had good luck with the internet. I usually post it from somewhere else if I didn't have internet. Oh, and there's the fountain. This was so hard to make. Achievement in itself. If I can learn to do like pretty flat textures as well, which I don't think will be too hard. I'll even have like the coloring for uniform stuff already done, although I would like that on separate layers. I guess I could export the two. I don't know if you guys have seen Blender's line art option. It's really sneaky. I love it. So you do a 3D object and then you export it from Blender, the line art. Nobody's commenting anything. Did my stream break down again? So I have 5 people watching. Guys, let me know if it's still working. I'm paranoid now. If you don't show any life signs of life, I'm gonna think the stream broke again. Still here, and all is good. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. I'm easily frightened. Sorry, I just have nothing interesting to say because, well, that's not true. Your dinosaur animations were pretty neat. Kinda sad you didn't make anymore. Or at least they didn't show up in my feed and then I completely forgot. And I don't know if it's just me or are the YouTube recommendations getting worse and worse. Because I keep getting recommended the same nonsense I don't want. Like if I don't go to a channel, even though I'm subscribed and I have notifications turned on, like sometimes I'll not get things. And it's really weird and random. Like sometimes on Facebook as well. For example, I have Anna. I'm following her art page and I have all the notifications turned on, and for long periods of time she'll post there and I won't see anything. And every now and then I'll get like a random post, but usually I don't. I'm so sorry for you. Yeah, I know the feeling. But you need to relax every now and then and talk to another human being for your mental health. Especially if you're not introverted. Like if you're introverted, you can survive, technically. Much easier without any human contact. I should probably check to see if I'm getting the right colors. Where was my page with the in the background? Okay, that's the mustardy color for these. And the roof color here. Okay, it's another one. And I think you can write it off as studying if it's watching a stream about something that is school related. Are you in an art school or in something like that high school teachers call a real job? Yeah, so I'm gonna stream on this page and last one, and I think that's gonna be the end of live streams for YouTube. I'm gonna switch to something else to put music for you guys. Aviation, ooh. Oh, nice. I've actually thought about if I should make Niels like an animation, but I think it would just take me. So the comic book took me 4 years. If I was gonna make a 20-minute animation with the story from this comic book, it would take me 10 years. Because I'm doing it by myself and it's just, it would be too much. I think like comic book is the best compromise between animation and a written book. Where's the fountain? I think in chapter 3, Niels went and got some water from the fountain. can't remember. What did the fountain colors were like? You feel because I'm gonna be working on a manga I created. Oh, neat. What's it about? What's the story about? No, no fountain in here. Where's the fountain? Was it in chapter 2? Was it that long ago? Like years in the past, traveling through time. Also, where did you post your manga? Because I didn't see any notifications or stuff like that coming from your wall. I know my pages don't reach far because, oh, there we go. So I can see a bit of the fountain here. Can I see more of it anywhere? Hmm. I'll settle with that little piece, but where is it? There we go. 48 page, 48. I have a whole story down, but it's about a young samurai. He kind of finds out her sword actually has a living being in it, and he can grant her power, and the story ensues. We'll see, but I'm still working on my art before I officially start. Yeah, I finished the whole story, sketched out before I started posting. So, for sure. Why didn't I color this one? I think the more of it you have done, the better, because it's just easier to do stuff. Because if you change your mind for any reason, like for the story, um, it's gonna be hard to to change. You have to go back and redraw stuff, and it's just easier if you don't have to do that. Also, from personal experience, do the character sheets before. Um, You might think you don't need it because it's just you working on the comic book. For me, it was two of us, so I did the character sheets. But then I realized I find it useful too. Because sometimes I make a character and then it took me 4 years to finish this. So if you have to bring up a character that was like 2 chapters ago, 2 chapters in real life could be years apart. So, yeah, them apples. And you might realize you don't remember how their pants are. And so yeah, definitely do everything that you can before you start publishing. Ideally, you would finish the whole comic before you start publishing, but if nobody sees it, then you don't feel any pressure to keep going. So then there's that. For us, because I had the live streams, it was kind of an added pressure to keep to the schedule, and we finish the pages before Sunday usually, and it was a lot better. Now since I stopped doing the live streams, you know, there's always stuff that goes on in your life and you have to delay things. So what happened for us, like now we're leaving these to kind of Saturday and sometimes Sunday to finish. And it's kind of rushed, and sometimes I make mistakes in the details. Where was it? Okay. So definitely finish the whole story sketch. So you also know how many pages you have. And like go over it to check the flow of the action. Like for example, things might go too slowly on some pages and be boring. So maybe you need to change those. Like in the beginning, I had for my first chapter, if you can remember, or you can like check on the Tapastic if you want to. I would have 5 panels on a page, and then I realized it was going too slowly and I wasn't going to fit in a chapter, and then I had 12 panels on a page, which was too much. So I'll probably have to rearrange maybe a lot of stuff. We'll see. Also, where you publish matters if you want people to see your comic. Like in the past, I would say that the Tapastic was great for that, but they've changed their algorithms and policies. So if you want to post a comic on the Tapastic, be prepared to have a small pool of people interested and very little subscribers and things like that. You might try your luck on webtoons. I feel like for some people webtoons works best. So if it's boy love or romance or anything like that, it will have much greater success. So I don't know, introduce some weird love triangle between your samurai girl, the sword, and I don't know, something furry. And you may think I'm joking, but I'm not. At least you're not doing science fiction like me, so that's a good thing. Uh, Not many people think like you, and also how much science fiction do you really consume compared to other genres, so yeah, at least you're not doing science fiction. I know you're not. That's sad. That's the sad thing. I'm just gonna do it and post wherever. Yeah, if you're not interested in like getting any likes, then you're cool. You're gonna be much more relaxed. I've noticed that for a lot of artists, you know, they don't get much interest for their work for whatever reason, or they don't get as much as they expected or wished for, things like that. And sometimes, you know, they have like really awesome comics and they're very good at it and they have a lot of people interested, but it's not just up to their expectations, or I don't know, they have stuff that goes on in their life and they have to stop posting because they have other priorities, not being a full-time job, the comic book making. And then, you know, they just stop, and it's sometimes really sad when it's a comic you like that it ends, or you give up because you're demotivated or things like that. I'm surprised just how many people burn out on projects, and kind of feel good about myself still being around. But I am like exhausted after 4 years of making this, and like getting less interactions on Tapastic because their algorithms changed. It's just been a trend towards that. Yeah, like Facebook's been leading the way, I think. And how you have to keep paying um, in order to get a reach. So, you know, on Facebook it constantly asks you to pay them in order to reach people, and if you're doing this as a hobby, you're not gonna pay. So you're not gonna reach, and then it's kind of like this negative feedback loop, and it demotivates some people because they think their comic is bad just because they don't have much interaction. Because you can feel like you're doing it pointlessly, and you can keep doing it for yourself. You just don't need to waste time posting online. Because you have to resize, you have to do the word tags, you have to do a bunch of other stuff if you want anybody to see it. And I mean, it can get tedious for some people. I can definitely understand why they gave up. But I always like doing it, and if it's like one person that enjoys it, my comic, I mean, I'm still gonna do it. Because I know how much teenager I would just read it and be, oh my god, it's so awesome, it's so great that they gave it out for free and they're just living from ad revenue and donations. And like, if it was, I would think, oh, maybe someday I'll donate, and then they would burn out and stop making the comic. And now I realize, oh, thinking back. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, subscribing and giving likes to comics you like helps a little bit, not much, but it does. At least it motivates the artist to keep doing it because they see like, oh, there's another human being that appreciates my work. And when they feel like giving up, maybe they'll change their mind if there's enough of you guys there to kind of keep them going. So yeah, thank you for watching. I think I'm gonna end it here, 'cause I have to keep going back to older pages to see colors for stuff, and I feel like I'm being too tedious and not making for a good stream. So yeah, next week I'm gonna stream the last page of book 1. And I think that will be the last stream I do on YouTube because it's just too much of a hassle. And I'll stream on Discord and Twitch from now on, I think, so that I can put some music. Long time, so it was nice. Maybe we'll see each other on the QuickDrawCollab. I'm not sure yet where I'll post that. But I'll talk to you guys. I'll DM you and also see which other artists want to join as well. Give you the page in time. Sure, June, no problem. Hope you have a good evening. Hope you're safe. And, yeah, take care, everyone. Bye bye.